Are you unknowingly compromising your health every single day? Have you ever noticed how some seniors remain vibrant, alert, and full of life well into their 90s, while others struggle with chronic illnesses, low energy, and declining health decades earlier? What if the secret isn't just genetics or luck, but something as basic as how you're taking care of certain overlooked parts of your body? Most of us have been following the same basic hygiene routine for years. A quick shower, brushing our teeth, maybe moisturizing, and we assume that's enough. But here's what might shock you. There are 5 crucial areas of your body that most people, particularly those over 60, are neglecting in their daily routine. And this oversight could be silently undermining your health. The consequences of neglecting these areas go far beyond just bad breath or body odor. Recent studies suggest that poor hygiene in these specific zones can contribute to chronic inflammation, weakened immunity, and may even be linked to serious conditions like cardiovascular disease, diabetic complications, and cognitive function decline. The good news: adding just minutes to your daily routine can dramatically improve your overall health, boost your energy levels, enhance circulation, and potentially extend your lifespan. I discovered the importance of these overlooked areas during a conversation with Dr. Susan Mitchell, a renowned geriatric specialist who has spent over 3 decades working with older adults. What she revealed completely transformed my understanding of proper hygiene and its impact on healthy aging. Today, I'm going to share these 5 neglected body parts that deserve your attention and explain why giving them proper care could add quality years to your life. Don't worry, I'm not suggesting complicated routines or expensive products. These are practical, simple techniques that take minimal time but offer remarkable benefits to your health and well-being. Stay with me until the end, because once you learn about these 5 critical areas, you'll start experiencing noticeable improvements, from more refreshing breath and better stability to reduced discomfort and more restful sleep. Before we dive in, if you value your health and would like more practical wellness tips, please hit that like button. It helps me create more content like this. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss another video that could transform your health and quality of life. Body Part 1: The tongue. Let's start with one of the most surprising yet commonly overlooked parts of your body, your tongue, the hidden health hazard you rarely think about. Imagine this scenario. You meticulously clean your house every day, scrubbing countertops, wiping down surfaces, and taking out trash. But what if there was one surface in your home that constantly accumulated layers of bacteria, food particles, and debris, and you completely ignored it day after day? That's exactly what happens in your mouth when you neglect proper tongue cleaning. Your tongue isn't just for tasting and speaking. It's actually a complex landscape that harbors over 700 different types of bacteria at any given moment. While some are beneficial, many can cause serious problems if allowed to multiply unchecked. Here's what makes this concerning. These harmful bacteria don't just stay in your mouth. They can enter your bloodstream through tiny cuts or inflamed gums, a common occurrence as we age. Poor tongue hygiene has been associated with increased risk of heart disease, complications in diabetes management, and even respiratory infections. A coated tongue can diminish your taste perception, compromise your immune function, and cause persistent bad breath that no amount of mouthwash can mask. Think of your tongue like the filter in your home's air conditioning system. If you never clean it, contaminants accumulate and the air circulating throughout your home becomes increasingly polluted and unhealthy. Fortunately, proper tongue care is straightforward, quick, and requires minimal investment. The correct technique for cleaning your tongue. Here's a simple, effective routine to maintain optimal tongue health. 1. Invest in a tongue scraper. This inexpensive tool available at any pharmacy is significantly more effective than brushing alone. If you don't have one, the edge of a spoon can work temporarily. 2. Start at the back of your tongue and gently pull forward. Use light pressure. You're removing surface debris, not scraping the tongue itself. Think of it as clearing fog from a mirror, gentle but thorough. 3. Repeat 3 to 4 times, rinsing the scraper between passes. You'll likely notice a whitish or yellowish film. This is bacterial buildup and dead cells that have been coating your tongue. 4. Finish with a water rinse or alcohol-free mouthwash to flush away remaining particles. Timing considerations. Morning. Clean your tongue before breakfast to remove overnight bacterial accumulation. Evening. Use a gentler touch before bedtime since your tongue will be more sensitive after a day of use. This 3-minute addition to your routine can yield remarkable health benefits. The unexpected benefits of tongue cleaning. Enhanced taste perception. Many older adults discover that foods become noticeably more flavorful after just weeks of regular tongue cleaning. Imagine enjoying your favorite meals with the same intensity you did years ago. Strengthened immune function. By reducing the bacterial burden in your mouth, you allow your immune system to direct its resources elsewhere, potentially improving your overall resistance to illness. Elimination of chronic bad breath. Unlike temporary fixes like mints or mouthwash, tongue cleaning addresses the root cause of halitosis, the bacteria residing on your tongue's surface. Consider Margaret, age 69, who began tongue scraping after years of declining taste sensitivity. Within just 2 months, she was amazed at how much more vibrant her meals tasted. "I thought my taste buds were just getting old," she told me. "I had no idea they were just covered up." At her next dental checkup, her dentist commented on the improved health of her gums as well. Then there's Robert, a 74-year-old retired professor who had struggled with persistent bad breath despite meticulous oral hygiene. After adding tongue scraping to his daily routine, his decades-long problem disappeared within weeks. His confidence in social situations soared, and he no longer worried about close conversations. Tips for success. If you have a sensitive gag reflex, begin with the middle section of your tongue and gradually work backward as you become accustomed to the sensation. Monitor for unusual changes, persistent discoloration, soreness, or white patches that don't scrape away warrant a conversation with your healthcare provider. Remember, small consistent habits often create the most significant health impacts. And we're just getting started. This is only the first of 5 overlooked hygiene practices that could substantially improve your longevity and quality of life. Body Part 2, the feet. Are you ready to learn about the next critically overlooked body part? Let's talk about your feet, the foundation of your health that most people neglect. Take a moment to consider everything your feet do for you each day. They bear your entire body weight, facilitate movement, and provide the balance necessary for independence. Yet for most people, foot care consists of little more than a passing rinse in the shower and perhaps occasional moisturizer. Here's what many don't realize. Inadequate foot hygiene can lead to infections, nerve damage, and even serious complications, particularly for those with diabetes. Poor foot care negatively impacts circulation, stability, and mobility, increasing your risk of falls, persistent swelling, and chronic discomfort. For adults over 60, foot health directly influences overall wellness. As Dr. Susan Mitchell explains, your feet are like the foundation of a building. When that foundation deteriorates, everything above it, your posture, joint alignment, even cardiovascular function, begins to suffer. Let's examine why proper foot care becomes increasingly vital as we age. Age-related foot concerns. Your feet contain an astonishing 26 bones, 33 joints, and more than 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments per foot, representing nearly a quarter of all the bones in your entire body. As we age, several changes occur that make foot care essential. Circulation naturally decreases, making your feet particularly vulnerable to problems. Signs like persistent cold toes or swelling may indicate circulatory issues or heart problems. Skin changes, unusual coloration, or persistent redness could signal early warning signs of diabetes complications or nerve damage. Burning sensations or numbness might indicate peripheral neuropathy, which significantly affects balance and increases fall risk. For those with diabetes, thorough foot care isn't optional. It's necessary for preventing potentially serious infections, ulcers, and in severe cases, amputations. So what's the solution? The correct approach to daily foot care. Many assume that simply standing in soapy shower water adequately cleans their feet. This misconception can lead to problems. Here's the proper technique. 1. Wash thoroughly daily. Use a soft washcloth with mild soap to clean every part of your feet, tops, bottoms, heels, and between toes. Pay special attention to the spaces between toes, where moisture and bacteria collect. Think of cleaning between toes like cleaning between Venetian blinds. If you skip the crevices, that's where problems develop. Use comfortably warm water. Hot water can strip natural oils, leading to dryness and cracking. Consider sitting on a shower bench or tub edge for safety and thoroughness. But proper washing is just the beginning. What you do afterward matters tremendously. Proper foot drying, the critical step most people skip. After washing your feet, you might think you're finished, but you've only completed half the necessary care. Consider this. Would you put away freshly washed dishes while they are still wet, allowing moisture to remain in dark corners? Of course not. That trapped moisture would create ideal conditions for mold and bacteria growth. Your feet function similarly. Leaving them damp, particularly between toes, invites problems. Consider William, a 76-year-old who discovered this the hard way. For years, he thought a quick rinse in the shower was sufficient foot care. Then he began noticing discoloration and itching between his toes that wouldn't resolve. A doctor's visit confirmed a fungal infection that had been developing for months. Like many seniors, William's feet spent most of each day enclosed in socks and shoes, creating warm, humid conditions perfect for fungal proliferation. His doctor explained that without thorough drying, the infection could worsen, potentially leading to painful fissures and compromised skin integrity. The encouraging news. Once William committed to proper foot washing and drying each evening, his infection cleared within a month. More surprisingly, the nagging foot discomfort he had attributed to just getting older diminished significantly. His stability improved, and he regained confidence in his daily activities. The right way to dry your feet. Use a dedicated, clean towel specifically for your feet. Pat dry thoroughly but gently, including the tops, bottoms, heels, and especially between each toe. Be methodical. Gently lift each toe slightly and ensure no moisture remains in these areas. Never put on socks or shoes until your feet are completely dry. After thorough drying, there's one final critical step: targeted moisturizing. As we age, the skin on our feet becomes naturally drier and more prone to cracking, particularly in cold weather or arid climates. Apply a small amount of moisturizer to the tops and soles of your feet, focusing on dry areas like heels, and massage it in thoroughly. However, never apply moisturizer between your toes. This area needs to remain dry to prevent fungal growth. Think of it as strategic hydration, moisture where beneficial, dryness where necessary. Your feet as early warning system. Beyond cleaning and moisturizing, implement one more vital habit: daily foot inspection. Similar to dashboard warning lights in your car, your feet often signal health concerns before they become serious problems. Take a moment each day to check for new areas of discoloration, redness, or unusual paleness, persistent tenderness that doesn't improve, minor cuts or cracks that seem slow to heal, swelling, coldness, or tingling sensations. These could indicate underlying issues like circulatory problems, infections, or diabetes-related complications. Don't dismiss them. Early intervention often prevents long-term damage. Your feet literally carry you through life. They deserve attentive care. Body part 3, the armpits. Now let's explore another commonly neglected area, your armpits, not just a source of sweat and odor, but a crucial zone for immune health. Most people view their underarms simply as areas requiring deodorant, places to mask perspiration and odor before leaving home. But here's what few realize. Your armpits play a vital role in your body's detoxification process and immune function. Your underarms aren't merely inconvenient sweat producers. They house an important network of lymph nodes, small but powerful structures that filter toxins, drain cellular waste, and maintain immune system effectiveness. What happens when this area receives inadequate attention? Sweat, bacteria, and dead skin accumulate, blocking pores and potentially causing irritation, persistent rashes, and odor that persists despite deodorant use. Over time, residue from antiperspirants and deodorants can build up, potentially trapping toxins and contributing to lymph node inflammation. If neglected, clogged underarm pores can develop into uncomfortable infections or even abscesses, problems far more challenging to resolve than to prevent. Dr. Jennifer Wilson, a specialist in lymphatic health, explains it clearly. Your underarms function as a natural drainage gateway. When they become congested with product buildup and bacteria, your body's waste elimination system operates less efficiently. Eventually, this can compromise immune response. If you've been relying solely on deodorant for underarm care, it's time for a more comprehensive approach. The proper technique for underarm cleansing. Begin with warm shower water to open pores and facilitate removal of perspiration and residue. Use a soft washcloth or gentle cleansing tool. Underarm skin is sensitive and doesn't require harsh scrubbing. Cleanse using multiple directional patterns, circular motions, then vertical, then horizontal, similar to how you might polish a delicate surface. This ensures thorough removal of buildup without irritation. Select appropriate cleansers. Avoid strongly scented or harsh products that can disrupt your skin's natural balance. Opt for mild, fragrance-free formulations to prevent irritation. Rinse thoroughly until no soap remains. Residual cleanser can cause dryness, leading to discomfort and irritation. Elizabeth, a 67-year-old retired nurse, experienced the difference proper underarm hygiene can make. For years, she dealt with recurrent underarm irritation and redness that she attributed to sensitivity. After implementing a more thorough cleansing routine with gentle products, she saw dramatic improvement. I assumed some level of underarm irritation was inevitable at my age, she said. But after learning to wash and rinse properly, those issues completely disappeared. Proper drying, an equally important step. After thorough cleansing, the next step is equally crucial but frequently overlooked: proper drying. Consider what happens when damp laundry sits in a hamper. It develops musty odors and becomes a breeding ground for bacteria. Similarly, moisture left in your underarms after bathing creates ideal conditions for microbial growth. Why does this matter? Damp underarm environments promote bacterial and fungal proliferation. Residual moisture often leads to skin irritation and redness. Inadequately dried underarms can develop clogged pores, painful bumps, or ingrown hairs. The solution: dry with intention. After showering, gently pat your underarms dry. Avoid aggressive rubbing that can create microabrasions where bacteria thrive. Use a clean, soft towel. Consider having a dedicated towel for sensitive areas to prevent bacterial transfer. Allow your underarms to air dry completely before applying deodorant. This brief waiting period allows your skin to equilibrate, reducing potential irritation and enhancing deodorant effectiveness. Once thoroughly dry, you may immediately notice improved skin texture and comfort. Why underarm hygiene influences overall health. Here's a fascinating insight. Your armpits contain approximately 20 lymph nodes actively working to filter toxins and support immune function. This means underarm hygiene isn't merely cosmetic, it's a small but significant way to support your body's natural defense systems. Implementing this routine for just 1 week often produces noticeable results. Smoother underarm skin with fewer bumps and rough patches. Reduced irritation and redness as bacteria and product buildup are effectively removed. Significantly decreased body odor as you're eliminating the bacteria that cause it rather than merely masking the smell. Elizabeth was surprised by how dramatically proper underarm care improved her daily comfort. After years of recurring irritation, she finally found relief through a simple modification to her hygiene routine. Even more intriguing, many people report an overall sense of well-being after improving underarm hygiene. This likely occurs because your lymphatic system, your body's natural detoxification network, functions more efficiently with clear pathways. When underarm areas become congested with perspiration, bacteria, and product accumulation, your body must work harder to eliminate waste products. When you improve care in this area, your body's natural cleansing mechanisms function more efficiently, potentially leading to improved energy, better circulation, and an overall sense of freshness. Body part 4, the nose. Let's explore another overlooked aspect of personal care, nasal hygiene, the key to better breathing, better sleep, and better brain function. We take approximately 20,000 breaths every day, yet rarely consider the quality of these breaths. Breathing happens automatically, without conscious effort. However, most people aren't breathing as efficiently as possible, and over time, compromised breathing can deplete energy, disrupt sleep patterns, and even affect cognitive function. Your nose serves as one of nature's most sophisticated air filtration systems, designed to capture dust, allergens, and harmful microorganisms before they reach your lungs. But like any filter, your nasal passages require regular maintenance. What happens when nasal hygiene is neglected? Microscopic irritants accumulate, reducing your body's ability to filter harmful particles. Airways become inflamed, leading to nasal congestion, increased snoring, and disrupted sleep. Poor nasal hygiene correlates with higher incidence of respiratory infections and potentially reduced oxygen delivery to the brain. Consider this: if your nose isn't functioning optimally, neither is the rest of your respiratory system. Dr. Robert Chen, a respiratory health specialist, explains it clearly. Your nose functions as a built-in purification system for your body. It filters contaminants, humidifies inhaled air, and ensures your lungs receive clean, properly conditioned oxygen. Like any filter, when it becomes clogged, everything downstream is affected. As we age, our body's natural defense mechanisms become less efficient. Consequently, maintaining clear nasal passages becomes increasingly important, not just for comfort, but for improved breathing quality, better sleep, and overall health enhancement. So what's the optimal approach to nasal care? Effective nasal hygiene techniques. Begin each day with a gentle nasal rinse. A simple splash of warm water around your nostrils helps clear overnight accumulation of dust and mucus. Consider saline sprays or nasal irrigation. Saline sprays provide a refreshing cleanse for your nasal passages, helping eliminate irritants and improve airflow. A neti pot or nasal irrigation system can be particularly beneficial for those with seasonal allergies or frequent congestion. Incorporate steam therapy. A warm shower or inhaling steam from a bowl of hot water helps loosen stubborn mucus and improves breathing ease. Adding a few drops of eucalyptus or peppermint essential oil enhances the experience, soothing nasal passages and providing immediate breathing relief. Use proper nose-blowing technique. Many people blow too forcefully, which can actually push mucus deeper into the sinuses, causing irritation and pressure. Instead, gently clear one nostril at a time using a soft tissue, then wash your hands thoroughly to prevent germ transmission. When you begin prioritizing nasal hygiene, you may notice surprising benefits almost immediately. Improved breathing clarity, reduced congestion, fewer nasal irritations, and better overall airflow throughout the day. Enhanced sleep quality, decreased stuffiness upon waking and reduced snoring interruptions. Increased energy levels, improved oxygen delivery to your brain means reduced mental fogginess and greater alertness. Reduced allergy responses. Regular nasal care helps eliminate irritants before they trigger allergic reactions. Consider Richard, a 72-year-old retired teacher who experienced chronic nasal congestion for years. I assumed my constantly stuffy nose was just an inevitable part of getting older, he shared. But after incorporating a saline rinse and steam therapy into my morning routine, the difference was remarkable. Suddenly, I could breathe freely again. Similarly, Eleanor, a 78-year-old avid gardener, always woke feeling congested and lethargic. Every morning felt like I had a head full of cotton, she explained. Once I established a consistent nasal care routine, I began waking up feeling refreshed rather than foggy. I never realized how significantly my breathing quality was affecting my energy levels. If you've experienced restless nights, waking with nasal congestion, and breathing difficulties, you're certainly not alone. Many attribute these issues to allergies, aging, or simple misfortune, but in reality, your nighttime breathing troubles may be entirely preventable. Richard spent years inhaling workshop dust throughout his career. For decades, he assumed his perpetual nasal congestion was an inevitable consequence of aging. I just figured stuffiness was normal at my age, he admitted. But when I began waking up gasping for air multiple times nightly, I knew something needed to change. That's when he implemented one simple modification, adding basic nasal cleaning to his morning and evening routines. The effect was immediate and dramatic, he recalled. Suddenly, I could breathe clearly again. I hadn't realized how much my congestion was limiting me until it was gone. Richard's experience is far from unique. Eleanor credits her daily saline rinse with transforming her mornings. I used to wake feeling like my head was filled with cotton, she explained. Now, after using a simple saline spray, it's as though a fog has lifted. My breathing is easier, and I feel much more alert. Optimizing your nasal passages. Maintaining clear nasal passages is one of the simplest ways to improve breathing quality, sleep, and energy levels. Here's the most effective approach. Begin each day with a quick rinse. Splash warm water around your nostrils each morning to remove overnight dust and mucus accumulation. Implement saline therapy. Saline nasal sprays function like a refreshing shower for your nasal passages, clearing allergens and opening airways. For more significant congestion, consider Neti Pot, a small device that uses saline solution to thoroughly cleanse your sinuses. First-time users often describe the experience as finally being able to breathe freely. Who would have imagined that 5 often overlooked body areas could so significantly impact your health, hygiene, and confidence? From your tongue to your feet, your underarms, nose, and even your belly button, these simple, easy-to-implement habits can minimize infection risk and irritation, enhance circulation and immune function, help you feel consistently fresher, cleaner, and more energetic throughout your day. Now I'm curious, which of these overlooked hygiene areas surprised you most? Drop a comment below and let me know which habits you'll be adding to your routine. If you found these tips valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe for more straightforward, science-backed strategies to optimize your health and longevity. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you in the next video.